Hi guys, here to do another fan requested review today. This one is from I Have the Touch, and this is going to be Generation 2 Smokescreen, Decepticon by the way, and Generation 2 Dreadwing. Both of them are Decepticons, and the reason I'm doing two in one review is because they came together. If anyone's had the, any of the repaints. Shut up, YouTube. There has been a number of repaints of this guy. This one was the first one, Generation 2. Then it went to Beast Wars, BB and Starscream. Then from there it went on to an RID line which recolored them again. And then finally they were released during the RM line, again with the different colour scheme. But without the guns for this guy, so you know, whatever. Anyway, oh no, I'll lie, he did come with guns. Anyway, on to the review. It's hard to know where to start. We'll go for the small one, since that's going to be a bit easy to do. A nice little jet mode. Personally, I like it. I do have a couple of problems with it. It's a nice blue colour, and green and black, and it's got this nice translucent red for the cockpit there. Problems with it though is these legs have a little peg in the bottom of them. Well, there's the peg and the hole there, and it's hard to peg them in so it stays together, and from the back there where the hands are, it's not quite straight, and it's hard to get it to look really good from the back. It is quite a nice jet mode, but it makes up for it in robot mode, I think. A nice amount of detail, and it does have the landing gears, two there and the front one there. I don't have the red missiles on either of these figures. One, because I don't have all of them, because you know, missiles get lost when you're little, and two, because if I had them in the review I'd fire them and lose them, and that's not good. So I think that's all I can say about him. Another message from YouTube. I'm getting them all now. On to Dreadwing. Yeah, no, Dreadwind. No, Dreadwing. It's definitely Dreadwing. This is obviously where you'd put a hell of a lot of missiles, and you'd twist this bit at the bottom. Oh, we'll just twist it. And that's nice big clicking sound would fire the missiles out at quite a good range. You'd also store missiles along these bits here, and you'd press down on these translucent red bits and they'd kind of drop out. If you've seen my Generation 2, what was he called? The other Generation 2 figure, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He was a big plane, but it's the same kind of event. They just kind of just drop. It's not too fancy to look at, but you know. And this guy is also in a very nice big jet mode as well. One strange thing is he's got two landing gears there, but none at the front there. So you know, if you're gonna roll it, it's just gonna roll on these two bits, and there's nothing for the gun to roll on, which is. It's interesting that they didn't think of anything there. And obviously he's a stealth bomber. Big gap here, and I will show you, oops, there goes his arm, and I will show you what that is like in a moment. Do you need the guns attached? Yeah, well, you get Smokescreen here, and you'd insert him simply up there into that point there. This is also part of the transformation, that's why you don't shove him all the way in, because when you do, if it works, oh no, that's right, and there you'd have the kind of combined super mode, which is quite nice. It fills in the gap, and it looks fairly good. I mean, I think they look better on their own, but that's just me. I won't be showing you this mode in the detail part, I'll just be showing you each of the jet, and whoop, there it goes. And I'll also show you, this is what happens when you pull back. It releases the wings for his third mode. Not Starscream, Smokescreen doesn't have a second mode, but you know, it's always hard to get Starscream out. I can never remember how you get him out again. Oh well, we'll leave him in for the moment. Oh no, I'll stop the video, transform Dreadwing into his tank mode, then show you the tank mode. Change him back to a jet mode and show you these two detailed part of the videos for the jet mode, and then go on to robot mode finally. Okay, so if you bear with me one. And here is Dreadwing in his tank mode. Fairly effective tank mode. I mean, you can spin the turret round and make it look up and down, which is quite nice. And again, the missile should be here, and it makes it look a bit more ominous. And you've got these nice tank tread bits, which were obviously like that, and they're spring loaded, so once you press this button on the side, they flip forward, which is again quite nice. Nice little bits, and obviously translucent bit in the front visor there, and along the bottom of the wing. Any other translucent bits? Just on the top there, and a little bit in between these grating bits as well, which is quite nice. So now we'll move on to the detail part of both of these guys, and then I'll transform them for you. So see you in a moment. And here we have Smokescreen in his Generation 2 form, in the jet mode, obviously. I do like the detail on this figure, especially this bit here, which looks like it could be a second like cockpit or something. You know, get some evil Decepticon midgets or something and store them inside there, because they're not gonna. If one guy can fit in there, you can probably get 1 or 2 midgets in there. Be awesome. What other detail is there? There's a nice detail, obviously random kind of metallic jet detail they've shoved on there, and they've shoved on there as well, all along that blue bit there, which is quite nice. I assume that, I have no idea what ATB stand for, must be some kind of jet, but it's supposed to hide where this Decepticon symbol is, because in robot mode you flip these bits around and you can see the Decepticon symbol. The guns store quite nicely there, and it does look like a reasonably good jet from obviously this mode, but obviously when you look from the bottom you can see where everything is, which isn't too good, but it's better than most, I suppose. A nice looking jet, not the best but pretty good for a Generation 2 figure, I suppose. So now we're going to move on to Dreadwing in his air mode, jet mode, whatever. And here is Dreadwing in his ship mode, his stealth bomber mode. As you can see, an extremely long wingspan here. What is strange is they've got this weird camo effect, and obviously he's a jet, so not really supposed to have camo on. I guess it's like what they tried to do with the Target dive bomb, which looks crap. But, you know, it works. It's Generation 2, so you can forgive it, because Generation 2 have made a lot worse mistakes. Generation 2 Combaticons, for instance. If no one's seen them, check them out. They're horribly bad. They'll make your eyes bleed. It made mine, anyway. I do like the silver chrome they've put along the wing there. It's quite nice. Big gun at the bottom. You can see his feet here, though, but it'd be hard to store them anywhere else. And it doesn't look desperately good, this bit, in my opinion. Nice little stickers, and again ATB, no idea what that means, but it's got no step on. So right there, that little white bit of writing says no step. So, you know, don't stand on Dreadwing, otherwise he'll kill you, I suppose. Nice big Decepticon sticker, N54011. Who knows what it means? And on the top there, it's got, in that triangle, caution and intake. So I assume that these holes, they've been given a reason why the holes there. Maybe it's like an air intake, it brings in the air and shoots out the back to cool down the engines or something. But at least it kind of makes up for why there's a giant hole in his arm there, which I forgot to mention. The back, again, looks very bare until you shove in what's his name, Smokescreen. But I do like the big jets at the bottom. That's quite nice. All the way around. So, you know, he's a nice looking stealth bomber. He's a very our time stealth bomber, I'll say. So yeah, I guess I'll move straight on to the robot part of this review now, and, you know, hope you're enjoying it so far. And I'll see you in a moment.